Hi guys, good morning. Okay, I'll get started. So my name is Mike, a sport coordinator in the Athletic and Recreation Department at Seneca, and this is Be Well Live, and I'm going to give you a quick little demo on some pre-run exercises to help prevent injuries, maximize performance. Okay, so this first one is a glute bridge, which you're probably familiar with. A really good way to activate the glutes, which is really important while you're running to relieve some pressure and strain on the other areas that you typically overuse while running. So very important to do some of these exercises before you go outside and do your 5K, all right? So hopefully you can see here. So traditional kind of glute bridge, you're lying down, supine position, feet planted on the floor. I'll try to adjust here. You don't want your feet too far wide apart, and you don't really necessarily need them touching. You don't want them too far forward, and you don't want them completely touching as well. So kind of find a good angle there. Rest your elbows on the floor or your hands down. Either way is fine. And you're going to lift your butt off the ground. Make sure there's some proper space there. You want to actively engage, so focus, consciously engage your glutes. And what you're going to do is there are many variations to the glute bridge, but in this particular one we're going to do a marching with it. So basically you're just going to kind of lift one leg at a time, keeping the glutes engaged while you do this, and it's just kind of this marching kind of glute bridge. It looks simple, but again, this is just a warm-up. Remember, this isn't part of a workout per se. It's just to activate the glutes before you go for a run. So you're keeping that lifted to remind yourself, and you're just doing this kind of march lift. Okay, so I would say you do about 20 of these. Okay, just kind of lifting nice and high. You don't need to exaggerate the lifts. So, and you're not going to go too fast either. So just kind of a nice slow march while you keep those glutes engaged. Okay, perfect. So, and again, just a nice simple kind of glute bridge, but a different variation, which kind of just spices it up, and it's good for the mobilization. And again, really important. So I would do 2 or 3 sets of about 20 reps of the marching glute bridge. Okay. The next one is just a plank variation. So again, hopefully you can see here. You're just going to get in a push-up position, like so, or a traditional plank position on the elbows is fine. So in this case, we'll do the push-up position, and what you're going to do is lift that leg straight up behind you, like so, for the glutes. And again, this is for core stabilization. You could make it a bit more difficult and kind of alternate the arm and the leg, which I'm not really coordinated enough to do. So you're going to do, again, about 10 to 20 of these leg lifts. Again, really good for core stabilization and to activate the glutes. Okay? Next, so you're going to grab, so just a towel or like a resistant band if you want. Actually, for this one, it's probably best if you remove your shoes. So this is just an ankle mobilization exercise to do before your run. Again, just really good for the Achilles. So my problem when I'm running, what I typically feel the most is my feet and my ankles, my calves, because it's such a high impact exercise when you're running, is you are feeling the beat of the lower extremities, absorbing that high impact. So by just kind of warming up the Achilles, and again, all you're doing here is you're wrapping the towel around the toes, and you're just kind of just slightly pulling and resisting. That's it. Again, it's not meant to be too strenuous, okay? And that's all you're doing. Just that slight pull, stretching that Achilles tendon and the calves. And you'll do, let's say, 10 per leg. And that's all you're doing right there, okay? So again, this wasn't meant to be a workout per se, just a couple little exercises you can do to warm up for your run. Again, so glute activation, you're going to do the marching glute bridge, activate the glutes, and then you're going to do the plank variation where you're doing the leg extensions. And then you're gonna do the mobilization of the ankle for the Achilles stretch by doing the towel pulls. And that's it. So if you just incorporate that before your runs, you'll really help with your performance. It'll loosen up a bit more. Dedicate 5 or 10 minutes before you head out the door, go for your 5K. Okay, guys? That was nice and quick. So thanks for joining me. I'm gonna try eventually later tonight to go for my run, so I'll do these again. So join us at 11 for interval training workout with Marilyn, SenecaSting.ca for our class. 12:15 with Sarah for lower body and cardio workout. 1 p.m. core and strength with Elvina, and 3 o'clock yoga with Fatima. So thanks for joining me for this quick little session on pre-run stretches, and we'll see you next time. Be well.